I'm Jason, one of the instructors at Krav Maga Self-Defense. So a lot of self-defense topics would end in what we call part of the finishing mode, right, is to call for help, call police. Uh, for us, 000, for US, 911, I think UK, 999. But let's look deeper into that. A lot of sort of, I guess, schools or seminars or topics will go, oh yeah, call 000 and get help, and then that's it. Like they'll just it's just mentioned, but let's dig deeper into that, because it's not instant either. It's not magic. So I think it reflects upon, if you are one of those people who have never had to dial 000 in an emergency, then you've been good on you. You've been lucky. Things have been going well for you, right? There hasn't been any emergency, or you haven't been in such um, trouble that you needed to call police, or yeah, been in some sort of tragic accident where you needed to call emergency services. So let's just run through it a little bit quickly, just so you're more, for those who haven't experienced calling 000, this is like a good guide for you. So of course, you call 000, there'll be a ring or two, and then they'll go like like the old 911 show. I'm showing my age. The old 911, what's your emergency, right? Here they'll ask what services you'll need. So first thing you'll have to answer is, what do you need? Do you need police? Do you need paramedics or ambulance, or fire and rescue? And you don't have to pick and choose just one. You can say, I need police and ambulance. I need police and paramedics. I'll need fire and rescue and police, etc. Right? But it's not make or break. Uh, you can just choose one and they can adjust later. But if you come in sort of clear and set with a good understanding of situation, and you can tell them right away, it does help, right? And and of course, down the track they'll be asking some more questions about you, your data, but what's more important is, what do they need to know immediately? So one, what do you need? What type of emergency service do you need? You tell them what you need. It's either police, ambo, fireys, etc. Two, your location. So give them a clear address or a clear location, any landmarks that might help them. Usually they'll ask for corner streets as well. So I'm at the corner of, let's say, George and Pitt Street, all those examples, right? So it would be good to be mindful as well, like as you call, these questions will be asked. It does save time. And in these circumstances, the moments feel like minutes. So as you're talking, you're already looking around. What's your location? This is the address. The closest cross street is this. And I don't know why they kind of ask that, but they tend to. And I guess it's their system. And it does help once you give that. Now, and what the situation is, right? So, um, if you can summarize or consolidate efficiently as best you can under all that stress into a few statements to give them a clear picture of what the situation is, or the emergency circumstances you're under, that will be a big help. So let's say let's look at examples, right? I need police. I'm at ABC restaurant at the corner of George and Pitt Street. Um, I'm okay, but someone has been chasing me. I don't know if they're armed, but but they've been really chasing me, been aggressive with me, trying to get me, and I've come into this restaurant and asked them for help, and they've locked the door. We need police help to come right away. So that gives the dispatcher or whoever's taking the call, the 000 operator, a clear picture of what's happening. Okay, they need police. They're not hurt yet. They're not hurt. Luckily, not yet. Or yeah, luckily not hurt. Um, and someone's aggressive, unknown if there's a weapon involved, but definitely, positively been attacking her, trying to attack her, trying to somehow assault him or her or me, etc. And they're in a bit of a standoff situation where they've stayed inside a public area, a restaurant, and person's outside, right? Um, or if it's sort of an emergency where you need ambulance, I think the following questions that will ask you more is, are they bleeding? Are they breathing? Are they conscious, right? If they're bleeding, how much bleeding is happening? Because then that really ups the priority. If they're unconscious, that ups the priority. If they're not breathing, that definitely ups the priority. If they're unconscious and not breathing, that really puts up the priority. And they might give you instructions to start doing CPR or finding someone around you who knows how to do, but you'll probably have to start doing that. If it's a bit of a mixed situation, let's say I need, where let's say someone is bleeding because there's a bit of whatever reason, an armed offender that's stabbing people, slashing people, and you start calling, I need, even if you say, I need ambulance, and they're like, this is the location, this is what's happening. And the moment you tell the operator there's someone running around stabbing or slashing people, they themselves will automatically call police as well to respond to that. There are cases as well where the paramedics will go to a job, and if they don't feel safe, they will, through their own system, radio or whatever, ask for police assistance. So don't feel pressured that the determination of all the resources in your emergency is dependent on you and what you tell them. They also have their own sort of decision tree, decision making, and discretion, and avenues of communication to ask for different stuff. So um, the other people have the habit of just asking for police, and then when the police come, they see that there's a little bit of a structural problem or some fire or some, then they can radio in or ask the operators to call for fire and rescue. So there are escalation points, so don't worry about that. So I hope that um, and of course, once you've given that situation, the circumstances, they might ask for more of your details, your name, whatever address and stuff, so they can complete the file in their system, right? The caller is Jason, so me, Jason. These are his details, and he's asked for this, and this is the situation. And then they have some sort of log at this time. This is what's happening. Depending on what the emergency is, they'll probably ask me to stay on the phone, and then you'll have to keep giving them updates. Like, okay, this person, I have this doctor walking past, and he's offered to do CPR. He's doing CPR. Oh, lucky we have a doctor here. We have a nurse here that saw us and is helping. Oh, the police have arrived. Oh, the paramedics have arrived. So you giving those updates, staying on the phone as well, giving those updates helps them update whatever log system they have. And they can also give the rest of the resources an update and saying, okay, there's enough police on site, they don't need any more, or there's enough paramedics on site, they don't need any more. They can, those other resources can concentrate on, can go to other jobs that could be happening at the same time. So it's not, although you'll understand sometimes in a seminar or a talk, they'll just easily go, yeah, pick up the phone, call 000, ask for help, and it stops there. But it is, which may give the illusion to someone who hasn't done that call, an illusion that it happens in a moment. But there's a lot more things happening once you call, and there's a lot more, shall we say, a little bit more demanded of you. And the better you provide that information and relay information of where you are, what's happening in the circumstances of the emergency, the better the operator can deploy resources, or the clearer picture the emergency services responding to your call will get a picture of what's happening. But at least for those who haven't made a call, that this is a good sort of discussion, what to expect, what would be expected from you if you do call 000 and ask for help. So, of course, ideally, you want that environment to be safe and stable as best as possible, and as soon as possible, you call as well. So there is that balancing act, but it's not simply just calling and then it's over. There's a lot more steps that you'll have to go through. To learn more KMG self-defense techniques, train with us at Krav Maga selfdefense.com.au.